Alright, so yesterday I put out my spoiler-free review of the first 4 episodes, but now the first episode has dropped, so we can be a little bit more in-depth. Feel free to spoil away in the comments. So, right off the bat, this is a very interesting opening, very interesting show, because it throws you into the middle of everything without really much context. Like I said, this is a character we haven't really met before. They haven't introduced him to us in any of the movies. We're all meeting him for the first time, and they know that, so they really have to set the stage for who this character is. They did a great job with that. They made him very likable right off the bat. You kind of get the sense something's a little bit off about him, but you don't know what. There's kind of some stuff going on with him, and it's very interesting to see kind of how this unravels. And, of course, Ethan Hawke is a very creepy villain, sort of this, I don't want to say maybe like cult leader, I guess, where kind of chooses people, or I guess in the name of an Egyptian goddess, he kind of chooses people based on their lives, but you can kind of see at the end of their lives, okay, well, you were a good person, but at the end of your life, you're maybe not such a good person, so the goddess has chosen you to maybe die. So it's kind of a creepy way to do it. He's a very creepy villain, and he firmly believes that what he's doing is right in the name of justice. And, like I said in the spoiler-free review of the first 4 episodes, what might kind of be a little bit divisive about the show is how it's a little bit like Venom, specifically in this episode, the part where Ethan Hawke is telling Steven, to give him the scarab, and he's like, all right, I'll give you the scarab, I don't want any trouble, man. And then the voice inside him that's controlling him, the voice of Khonshu, the Egyptian god that he gets his powers from, said, no, don't give him the scarab. What do you mean? It's like his arms kind of start moving and flailing. He's like, I have no control over my body. I got very many Venom vibes from that. Kind of like when Eddie Brock first gets Venom, and he has no idea what's going on. He's like, why are you moving my arms? Yeah, very much like that. It very much reminded me of Venom. And what's interesting is you kind of get a lot of this trippy imagery in the sense of Lost Time. It'll just flash to black, and then you're like, whoa, what the heck just happened? So very interesting way of just keeping your attention as the show goes along, and you're kind of questioning the whole time, what's real, what's not, what's in his head, is this all a dream, what's going on? And what's interesting is this show can get kind of creepy at points, especially near the end of this first episode where he's being chased by some sort of monster. We haven't really seen anything in the MCU that really gives off horror movie vibes. This very much gives off horror movie vibes, which is very refreshing to see, and it's very intense. It's still TV-14. It's not super intense, but it's intense by MCU standards. They haven't really delved into the realm of scary. You don't really associate the MCU with the word scary. You don't really associate it with the word horror, but you're going to now because of this episode. And, of course, at the end of the episode, we finally get to see this awesome suit. He finally gives up control to Khonshu, the Egyptian god controlling him. He finally decides to give up control, and we see his awesome suit. And it's a very interesting episode, very great way to start off the show right off the bat. I'm so excited to discuss next week. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Spoil anything you want. This is completely open spoiler discussion. I'm very excited to hear what you guys thought.